one thing to look out for in this OE strategy is that when you are looking for head and shoulder, the second shoulder, the body ought to be lower or equal to the body of the head, just like you see here. See here. The second shoulder, the body is equal to the up body, like the upside of the body is equal or lower than the upside of the head body. Another example is this one. As you can see, another example is this one for the market, for the head and shoulder going upwards. Although when you see an head and shoulder or a head and shoulder, that the second shoulder, the high in this case, or the low in case for an in the case of a head and shoulder that is about to come downwards. For the case of in the case of the head and shoulder that is about to come downwards, we'll be talking about the low. Or in the case of the head and shoulder that is about to go upwards, we'll be talking about the high. So in this case, we're talking about the high. So in this case now, you see that the high here is the second shoulder high is higher than the first shoulder high, which is not how we enter our trade. So in this case, you have to fall down to 30 minutes time frame to look for the perfect OE strategy, whereby the high of the second shoulder is shorter than the high of the first shoulder. So we'll go to the 30 minute time frame now, we'll see it. Let's see if we'll see it. I think this is it, right? And look at it. This is what? Head. This is the first shoulder, head, second shoulder. As you can see, the first shoulder is higher than the second shoulder. The second shoulder high is shorter than the first shoulder high, which is perfect. So the market broke through it and boom, we saw it to go upwards. And like I have said, you can see that the second shoulder lower body, the downside body is equal to or lesser than the head's lower body. You can see it, what I explained earlier. So let me continue. Let's continue looking for more examples. You can see here the same thing. Second shoulder upper body is equal to or lower than the head upper body. You get the point? The same thing here. In this case, you fall back to 30 minutes time frame to look for the exact head and shoulder formation. So let's fall back. This, as you can see, we found it because the lower body, the low of the second shoulder is shorter than the low of the first shoulder. Good. So when it breaks through it, which it did here, this would have been our entry. Then of course, we'd have targeted this low, or just put it here and here, and then boom, we have what we wanted. Would have had what we wanted. Of course, it's always good to put your SL above the head and shoulder, above the head, although it will cost you more stop loss. So the risk, right? So that's left. Look at this. Look at this. The eye of the second shoulder is higher than the eye of the first shoulder. So let's fall back to the 30 minute time frame. I think it should be this. So in here, we did not find a perfect head and shoulder for the OE strategy. So we would have stayed clear from this particular trade. So that's that. So this strategy can never expire. You know why? Because we've been using it for what? For months. It's on a larger scale and also on a lower scale. And on the lower scale, it's way frequent if you're able to identify it and use it on assets that you can use very low losses like volatility 10 index and 25 index, where you can use 0.5. All right, so always use 1 hour time frame and fall back to 30 minutes time frame, or maybe in the future we'll be able to fall back to 5 minutes time frame to use it. All right, so make use of Wyckoff as well. Wyckoff buying climbers, automatic reaction, and secondary test will help you determine what the market is about to do next. Is it about to go upwards or is it about to come downwards? And for a market that has, let's say the market has the head and shoulder, for example, like this. Market has the head and shoulder like this, and what it has but at the bottom is liquidity. When the market breaks through downwards with, let's say, 3 candlesticks consecutively, you shouldn't take that trade, because what it did was not to break through a low for the head and shoulder to work perfectly. What it did was to clear liquidity with 3 candlesticks, and that's like a selling climax. So that's selling climax, you should expect an automatic reaction, and based on that automatic reaction, you might want to look for an head and shoulder. And after that automatic reaction, you might check. You just check again after the automatic reaction if it would clear another liquidity. If it clears another liquidity, then you should look for head and shoulder that will take the market downwards. Alright. Then in between, look for secondary test. Secondary test should not be higher than any high you see, maybe buying climbers or something like that. And also look for SOW that weakens a particular low in a range, or weakens a particular high in a range. When that low is weakened, then you should expect the market to keep on coming downwards, or when that high is weakened, you should expect the market to keep on going upwards. So it is based on the direction you would choose what head and shoulder you should be looking for. Is it head and shoulder to the downside or head and shoulder to the upside? So Wyckoff plays a good part as well. Bye.